I've discovered one undeniable truth in my journey: nothing in life transforms unless you're willing to risk everything. Nothing. The safe path leads to a cemetery of unfulfilled dreams. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." And that's the core of it. Playing small doesn't protect you, it imprisons you. Every time you choose comfort over courage, a piece of your potential dies. I'm not here to give you a warm blanket, I'm here to set your soul on fire. Many of you have been conditioned to seek security, to chase a steady paycheck, a safe routine. But let me tell you, security is a seductive illusion. The moment you lock yourself in a cage of comfort, you forfeit the key to your greatness. History is not written by the cautious, it's sculpted by the risk-takers. The astronauts who dared to fly into the unknown, the inventors who failed 1,000 times, the abolitionists who faced prison and death, they all rejected the safe route. They fell forward. So the question burns in this moment: will you choose safety or will you choose significance? That decision defines your entire existence. All your life, people have told you to have something to fall back on. Have a backup plan, honey, just in case. But I'm going to tell you something radical: ditch the backup plan. Backup plan is a distraction from your destiny. If you're always preparing for the fall, you'll never learn to fly. I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. When I fall, I want to fall in the direction of my dreams, so at least I can see what I am about to crash into. That's how you live. That's how you grow. Fall forward. Fear is the greatest thief of destiny. It whispers lies that you're not good enough, that you'll embarrass yourself, that now isn't the right time. Fear has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. I was terrified when I first started acting. My hands trembled, my voice cracked. I walked into auditions expecting ridicule. But I learned a priceless secret: courage is the absence of fear. Courage is feeling that knot in your stomach and moving forward anyway. Every time you feel fear, recognize it as a signpost pointing directly at your next breakthrough. Fall forward into the fear, because on the other side of it is the person you were born to be. You've seen the puzzle with 9 dots and 4 lines. The only solution is to draw outside the box. Most people stay inside their tiny cages, decorating the bars with excuses. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, to color outside the lines, to live outside expectations. The box is a coffin for creativity. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times, the most in baseball history. But no one remembers the strikeouts. They remember the home runs. Every failure is the price you pay for a ticket to greatness. Thomas Edison didn't fail, he found 10,000 ways that didn't work. The 1,001st gave us life. Your next failure could be the setup for your breakthrough. I once read about a study where researchers asked elderly men and women what they regretted most. Not one person said, "I regret failing." They all said, "I regret the risks I didn't take, the words I left unspoken, the love I was too proud to give." Regret is a poison that only grows stronger with time. The cure is to act now, to fail now, to love now. Don't let the ghost of regret haunt your golden years. Break the chain today by daring to stumble. Every stumble is a dance step toward your destiny. I know failure personally. Early in my career, I auditioned for a Broadway musical. Perfect role, I thought. Only problem, I couldn't sing. Not a note. I gave it everything and they showed me the door. I walked out of that theater humiliated, but I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I went straight to prepare for the next audition and the next and the next. I prayed until my knees were sore. I failed and failed and failed. But there's an old saying: you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. I kept showing up. Years later, I performed in a play called Fences on Broadway. Guess where? That same theater, the very stage where I had failed so miserably. The lesson: failure is not the end. It's a U-turn, not a dead end. What if I had surrendered to that humiliation? What if I had allowed that one closed door to convince me that every door was locked? I would have never played Malcolm X. I would have never won an Academy Award. I would not be standing here speaking life into your spirit. Your greatest opportunity often arrives wrapped in the ugly paper of rejection, but you must unwrap it with the hands of persistence. You must keep falling forward, even when the ground meets your face. So I ask you, do you have the guts to fail? Because if you don't fail, you're not even trying. If you're not stumbling, you're standing still. To get something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. Standing around you aren't your loved ones that have stepped aside. It's the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential, the ideas you never acted on, the talents you buried, the risks you were too scared to take. They stare at you with hollow eyes, whispering, "We came to you because you had the power to bring us to life. And now we must go to the grave together. It didn't have to be this way." How many ghosts will be circling your deathbed? The number depends on the choices you make today. Make today a masterpiece. When you open your eyes each morning, you hold an unpainted canvas. You can fill it with the same dull routine, or you can splash it with the colors of courage. One bold stroke, that difficult conversation. One bright hue, a step toward your vision. Don't let the sun set on another ordinary day. Every sunrise whispers you have another chance to fall forward. This world is starving for what you carry. I've walked through the townships of South Africa where poverty is a prison but the human spirit still sings. I've seen the Middle East with wounds that haven't healed for generations. Japan rebuilds, Alabama struggles, the streets of Philadelphia and Baltimore cry out for healing. The need is not just out there, it's in your own neighborhood, your own home. And I'm not talking about how much money you have. Some of you are business majors, some nurses, some teachers, some artists. Some have patience, some have kindness, some have the gift of long suffering. Whatever your gift is, what are you doing with it? Are you hoarding it or harvesting it? The world needs your light. Don't you dare hide it under a basket. I met a man in Louisiana after the storm. He'd lost his home, his business, his sense of self. He sat in the rubble and he told me I had a choice: die in this despair or fall forward into hope. He started a community kitchen with scraps and faith. Today that kitchen feeds thousands. He turned his mess into a message. Your brokenness is not a barrier, it's a bridge. Use your wounds to heal others and you'll find your own healing. Sometimes failure is the best GPS for your life. It reroutes you to where you're really supposed to be. I started college as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't pronounce it, let alone pass it, so I switched to pre-law, then journalism. My grades went into a nosedive, 1.8 GPA. The university politely suggested I take some time off. I was 20 at my absolute lowest. Then one day, a specific day, March 27, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. An older woman, a pillar of the community, sat under the dryer staring at me. Every time I looked in the mirror, her eyes were locked on me. Finally, she took off the dryer, pointed at me and spoke with a certainty that shook my bones. Young man, I have a prophecy: you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. I thought she was crazy, but from that day on something ignited. I kept failing, but I kept falling forward. And just as that woman prophesied, I've traveled the globe, and through my films I've spoken to millions. But today I see you. I'm not just talking to a camera, I'm talking to your future self. Your prophecy may not be a voice from a beauty shop. It might be a quiet knowing in your gut, a vision that won't let you sleep, a dream that terrifies and excites you at the same time. It might be to raise your children with unshakable integrity, to build a business that honors God, to teach one struggling child to read. Whatever it is, it's worth every fall, every scar, every sleepless night. Fall forward toward that purpose with everything you have. Taking risks isn't just about your job or your career. It's about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and ideas that challenge you. The chances you take, the people you meet, the love you give, the faith you hold, that's what will define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you've got. And when you fall, and you will fall, remember this: fall forward. Let every stumble be a step in the right direction. Don't let failure be a destination, make it a classroom. Dreams without discipline are just daydreams. You've got to put in the work when the cameras are off and the audience is asleep. Wake up early, study your craft, practice until your bones ache. Fail in rehearsal so you can triumph on the main stage. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns struggle into success. Fall forward every single day, not just when motivation strikes. Let discipline be the engine that drives your destiny. Nothing great is achieved overnight. The overnight success story is always 10 years in the making. You've got to fall in love with the process. Love the early mornings, the lonely nights, the rejection letters. They are all evidence that you're in the arena. Theodore Roosevelt said it best: the credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, but who dares greatly. That's you. Fall forward into the arena and dare greatly. There is a version of you that is fearless, unstoppable, and fully alive, but you've got to stop waiting for permission. No one is coming to rescue your dreams. The alarm clock isn't just for waking you up, it's for waking up to your purpose. Watch these words every single day until they become the beat of your heart. Print them, put them on your mirror, let them be the first thing you see. Today I will take a risk. Today I will fail forward. Today I will use my gifts. Today I will step outside the box. Because if you don't, the world will never know what you could have become, and you will carry that regret like a stone in your soul. Reprogram your mind. The negative voice will replay old tapes of doubt, but you have the power to drown it out with declarations of faith. Say to yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I am a vessel of unlimited potential. Speak life over your circumstances. What you confess with your mouth eventually takes root in your heart. Guard your mind like a fortress. Let nothing toxic enter. Feed your spirit with words that build, not destroy. Before every major breakthrough in my life, there was a prayer, not a casual wish, but a deep guttural cry for direction. I learned that when I am on my knees, I am in the best position to stand. Faith without works is dead, but works without faith are empty. Trust in a power greater than yourself. Whether you call it God, the universe, or your own inner spirit, surrender your fear and embrace divine guidance. Fall forward on your knees if you have to, but keep moving. The people you surround yourself with will determine how far you fall forward. If you walk with 5 fools, you'll become the 6th. Seek out eagles who soar, not chickens who scratch the dirt. Your circle must challenge you, believe in your calling, and refuse to let you settle. Cut off anyone who celebrates your mediocrity. Love them, but love yourself enough to fly. One day, when your name is spoken by your grandchildren, what will they say? Will they talk about your degrees, your bank account, or your fearlessness? Legacy is not about what you accumulated, it's about what you gave, how you loved, and the risks you took for a righteous cause. Fall forward in such a way that your story outlives you. Consider the bamboo tree. You water it for 5 years and see nothing, not a single sprout. But in the 5th year, within 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Were those 5 years wasted? No, the roots built a foundation for massive growth. Your life is the same. You may be in a season of invisible growth. Don't despise the quiet days. Keep watering your dream with action, faith, and persistence. Soon you'll break through and astonish the world. Stay faithful. Fall forward through the silent seasons, knowing they prepare you for greatness. I want you to make a promise every morning before your feet hit the floor. Watch this or repeat these truths. Let them marinate in your spirit. Change your life by changing your mind. You have the power to reprogram your destiny. Watch this every day and watch your world transform. So I challenge you now, right where you're sitting, make a decision. Decide that you are done playing small. Decide that the backup plan is dead. Decide that failure is your fuel. When you leave here or switch off the screen, the real test begins. That job you're afraid to apply for, apply. That business you've been dreaming of, start it tonight. That relationship you need to heal, pick up the phone. That talent you've been hiding, unleash it. The world needs you to be bold, not perfect. Fall forward, fall forward, fall forward, and never ever stop. Now is your moment. Take it, fall forward, and watch your life change forever, today, right now.